Guys, so this beautiful car that you are seeing on the screen was gifted to Dr. Kwame Nkrumah way back in 19 something. But continuation of this video, you get to know the year that this car was being gifted to him by a beloved president of a country. But I won't say right now. But within this video, you get to know the country where the person is from. That's the car. This is the car of Kwame Nkrumah. This is the car that he used, in the olden days, in the olden times. So this is car, his beautiful and favorite car that he used. A car with the not them papa in ankasa, the oldest car, for Kwame Nkrumah. You can see that it looks so beautiful and so nice. Do not touch. It's a property of government. A government property, so you can't touch it. So this car was a gift to Dr. Kwame Nkrumah by John F. Kennedy, the then president of the United States of America. So that was in 1961. Cadillac. So this was the car it was a car that was given to him by a gift. You see, it's so beautiful and so nice. So finally, we are at the Kwame Nkrumah Museum. You can see the statue of the Kwame Nkrumah right there. And this building over there, you can see, that's where Kwame Nkrumah, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, and then the beloved wife was being buried. At the right side, you can see where Fathia Nkrumah was buried. And then the left side is where Dr. Kwame Nkrumah himself was being buried. And the wife said if she dies, they should bury her close to the husband. So that's the husband right there. So let's listen to the tour guide, what she had to say, the history about the Kwame Nkrumah, why he was being buried over here. Let's listen to her, and then the wife, to where the wife was also buried. We will get to know every details of in this video.
Died of prostate cancer. After Dr. Nkrumah's education in Ghana as a teacher, he continued to Lincoln University and to London School of Economics. He later came back to Ghana on an invitation to help fight for our independence. He joined a group of 5 men, with him making 6, and we refer to them as the Big Six. The Big Six in the sense that they started the struggle for Ghana's independence, and along the line they were arrested and imprisoned. Whilst in prison, they were just blaming Dr. Nkrumah when the court said independence should be later, and he said now, whilst the 5 said in the next possible time. So when they came out of prison, they separated. It was 5 against 1. Yes, so we have their independence on our currency. So in honor of the 6, we have them on our bills. Yes. We call them the Big Six. But later on they separated because Dr. Nkrumah was of the view that independence should be now, and the 5 said in the next possible time. In 1949, he formed his party, CPP, Convention People's Party. He was arrested, imprisoned for 3 years, but whilst in prison, there was a general election. He contested and he won. So he was released after spending 1 year, 2 months. When he came out, they made him leader of government business. 6th of March 1957, he stood where we started from, where the fountain is. That was the exact spot he stood to declare independence. And this was because the British used to play the game polo, and they were not Africans or the indigenous blacks were not allowed to be there. So he chose that place for the declaration. Even though he declared, he was still not made president, because the Queen of England was still in Ghana. So he was a prime minister from 1957 to 1960. He was a prime minister. 1st July 1960, he was sworn in as president of the republic. And since then, every 1st July in Ghana became a republic day. Unfortunately, there was no president abolished it Nkrumah, but diverted to Guinea Conakry, where he was made a co-president. He ruled also in Guinea for 6 years. And one may ask why being president of Guinea. This was because he assisted the Guineans to gain independence from France. So after 6 years, in 1971, he took ill. He was taken to Bucharest, Romania for treatment, and he passed. The body was embalmed, laid in state in Guinea, and after 3 months, the family requested, because the mother was still alive. It was brought sent to Crawford. Crawford is about 8 hours drive from Accra. Also laid in state in the metal casket we see in the museum for public. In the 20th year, they realized the body was deteriorating. So when the park was completed in 1992, the then President Rollins, the late President Rollins, he constructed this, and he arranged that the body should be brought here, since this is the declaration grounds for independence. So it was brought, transferred from the original metal casket you see in the museum, and buried in a normal wooden coffin. The wife, Madame Fathia, was an Egyptian. They got married the latter part of 1957. But due to the military coup, they separated. They never met for security reasons, not in terms of marriage. So those days there were no mobile phones. So on her sick bed, she made an appeal to be buried by the husband. She died 2007. She was brought and buried. She died at 75. Dr. Nkrumah left behind 4 children. The first one is Professor Francis. He was a medical doctor and a pediatrician. Then, Professor Francis's mother was a Ghanaian from Elmina in the central region.
So that's the wife of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. That's Fathia Nkrumah. So that's the wife, Fathia Nkrumah. That's where Fathia Nkrumah was buried.
And won as a parliamentarian, but currently lost his. And the last one is Sekou Nkrumah, named after the Guinean president. Sekou once lived in US. He just relocated about 6 months ago, so he's currently in Ghana. When Dr. Nkrumah passed, the mother was still alive. 2 years later, she died at 100. The mausoleum is designed by a Ghanaian architect, built by the Chinese Italian marbles. So the last resting place for Dr. and Mrs. Nkrumah, a minute silence for them. May their souls rest in perfect peace. Amen. So any question before we proceed? So sometimes they are like.
So guys, this is where Kwame Nkrumah and then the wife, beautiful wife Fathia Nkrumah, was buried at. So these people, the people from the diaspora, came all the way from that side to Ghana to come and pay to visit, to tour where Kwame Nkrumah was buried, and then the wife Fathia Nkrumah. Because Kwame Nkrumah said that when the wife said she wants to be buried at where the husband is. So that's where the husband is. That's where the husband was buried at. That's Kwame Nkrumah. Yeah. So then the wife is also buried on the other side. Yeah. So from here, they move on to where Kwame Nkrumah head, and then the body was being at, because in the history was being like during the coup, Kwame Nkrumah was having a full body, but during the coup, that was when a certain woman took the head of Kwame Nkrumah body from the body. Then she placed took away for so many years. So later she brought the head. So they need to separate the head from the body. That was the main reason why the body and then the head is being separated. So I could see that they are going to where the head and then the body is. There's Kwame Nkrumah statue and then the body is, to have more understanding and to it how the body and the head was being separated. And people, because earlier when I saw it, I was like, why? Why would they separate the head and the body? Why wouldn't they, human being is full of the head and then the body. But why will it be separated? Until the story was being told why they separated it. So let's get more education on that. Why the head and the body was being separated. Let's listen to the tour guide, what she has to say about it. Then we continue for you guys.
In 1966, we heard there was a military coup that led to Dr. Nkrumah being exiled in Guinea. So during that time, most of Dr. Nkrumah's items were either stolen or destroyed. So those were no exception. It was a full statue, but due to the coup, it was vandalized. A woman said, a patriotic woman of course, she said for the love she had for Dr. Nkrumah, she picked the head, hid it for 43 years. She brought it in 2009. So the state decided to replace it by to tell a story. Some of the views should fix it. Do you think we have to fix it?
No.
Please come.
Inside, maybe like no videos.
Can't miss a picture, right?
I missed it, sorry. Percy.
No pictures.
No pictures.
Yeah. They put it in here.
Yeah, I'll go there. Stop one academy. It's inside no video, no, and then in China, and also go. What TikTok? Vediamo.
So guys, the room that the diasporans are entering to is where Kwame Nkrumah lifestyle, history about Kwame Nkrumah. Let me put it that way. History about Kwame Nkrumah. That room, no phones, no videos are being allowed. You can't take pictures. You can take your phones, but you can't take pictures or videos of Kwame Nkrumah. And that was where they first buried Kwame Nkrumah. That was where the body was being laid off. The body is there at that room. You can go there and see the body with your eye. But you got to a time, the body, the chemicals that they were using on the body, got to a time, so you look like the body is getting, it's aging. So they need to bury it finally, so that, because earlier on, when you come to the room, you see the body, you'll be there, you see it. And the caskets that they used to bury Kwame Nkrumah in is still there. Because if you go there, it's a metal casket. So you had a tour in there where his mattress, the time you went to SHS, the time, his school time, the chair that Kwame Nkrumah was sitting on and his chore box, the mattress he was sleeping on, the mirror that he was using by then, the mirror that Kwame Nkrumah was using by then, are all inside this room that you can see. The mirror, and then his kaftan, the dress that he used to wear, the one that he was standing there. Our beloved country is free forever. Kwame Nkrumah, beloved. That is the time he was being on the stage with the big six. Those kaftan dress, everything is inside there. But there's a warning that you can't take pictures or videos of that, because when you do that, how can people come inside and come and watch? Because if it's already out there, people will not come again and come and watch, because it's a tourist site. So some of the things are there. The pictures and videos are not allowed. They don't allow people to take pictures. They don't allow people to take videos inside there. So what you can do is to just use your eyes to see it. Where Kwame Nkrumah is, the lifestyle of Kwame, the life that he lived, when you get into this room, you get to know it look like a movie, look like, you are just having a feel of Kwame Nkrumah by then, whilst he's no more. So the people were down watching it, they went to have a feel, and then, so we need to interview them, ask them how they felt and what exactly that they learned about Kwame Nkrumah, and that's the head of Kwame Nkrumah. So let's get into them.
What do you know about Kwame Nkrumah?
Well, he was one of the presidents here in Ghana, and he died in 1972. He died in 1972, and he was a husband to this beautiful lady from Egypt. Yes, and I'm happy to be here to learn a lot of the history. And one of his quotes, he's not an African, but Africa lives in him. Yes, so
is it your first time being in Ghana?
My first time in Ghana, so I came back to our roots.
Okay.
Yes.
So your first time, when you arrived at the airport, what's the first experience you got at the airport?
Hospitality. Everybody was very friendly, very receptive, and it's like, welcome back to the motherland.
So for how many days have you been in Ghana so far?
Well, this is our first actual day, which is September 11th. So we're gonna be here for 10 days.
But have you actually tasted any favorite food? Any food, African
I haven't
food?
really gotten the Ghana food as yet. I'm longing to get that.
But have you heard which food would you like to taste?
Well, I'm not sure yet.
We have fufu. We have.
I would like to try the fufu. Yes.
Can you sing any Ghanaian song?
You gotta teach me.
Okay, we'll teach you later. Welcome.
Thank you once again.
Madasi. Yes.
Thank you.
How are you?
I'm well, doing well.
Akwaba.
What is it again? Madasi.
Is it your first time being in Ghana?
First time in Ghana.
So what's your first experience in Ghana?
A lot of history. It's beautiful. I love it.
So what have you learned about Kwame Nkrumah so far?
Well, the history, how we fought for independence for Ghana, how we tried to make things right for the local people. Kick out those who kind of colonized Ghana for all the years. He wanted to make it right for his people.
So describe Kwame Nkrumah in one word.
Greatness.
My bus is leaving.
Yeah,
right.
greatness.
Greatness.
Yeah.
Your experience being in Ghana, and more about how Ghanaians, how do they treat you so far as
So far, so good to be here with less than 24 hours. This 24 hours so far has been spectacular. Love it.
What's your favorite food you like to taste in Ghana?
We haven't eaten this yet.
You've not eaten
We eat tonight. First time.
first time.
First time.
So in your first time, what food do you prefer to eat in Ghana?
I love seafood.
You like seafood?
I like seafood, fish. That's what I'm looking forward to.
But we have some traditional food like fufu, gobe, and then benku, mutu.
I know about those, but I'll try it all.
You try that one?
I'll try it all.
All right. I would love you to try that one.
Thank you very much.
Thank you too.
Akwaba.
Madasi.
Yeah. Please, how's your experience being in Ghana?
It is wonderful. I am enjoying every minute of it as we speak.
What do you know about Kwame Nkrumah so far being a tour?
Sorry, I didn't.
What have you heard about Kwame Nkrumah as being Ghana here?
Well, I heard that Ghana has some really lovely people, and so far it has met expectations. Samuel and the team, wonderful. I'm looking forward to the rest of this trip.
How will you describe Kwame Nkrumah in one word?
Sorry?
How will you describe Kwame Nkrumah in one word?
How would I describe
Nkrumah in one word.
Kuma?
Nkrumah.
A visionary.
Okay.
A visionary.
A visionary.
Yes.
All right. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, you're welcome.
When I say Akwaba, then you say welcome. Akwaba.
What is it?
Akwaba.
Akwabe means welcome.
Welcome.
Megasi.
Medasi.
Megasi.
Medasi.
Hey, you got it.
All right.
You're done?
I'm not done.
Okay, he's not done. He's not done. He's not done with us.
Okay, so you can just go have.
So we have the Ago. Amen. We have the 6 faces of Dr. Nkrumah. Same person, but the moods of the faces differ. The first one was when he gained independence, full of smiles. He was laughing when he was sworn in as president, and subsequent ones started his official duties. And the last one, in a very pensive mood. That was when he heard the news of his overthrow. His favorite quote says, "I'm not an African because I'm born in Africa, but Africa was born," meaning he had Africa at heart. So on this note, we come to the end of our talk. Questions, suggestions, are welcome.
Was it?
So we have an inscription like this on a t-shirt. Yes, we have colors.
I am not African because I was born in Africa, but because Africa was born in me. That's Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. That's his favorite quote that he normally says. Yeah. That's his favorite quote he normally says. That's Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, his favorite quote. He said, let me repeat it again. I'm not African because I was born in Africa, but because Africa was born in me. That's his quote. For Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, yeah, the African star.
Thank you. And please, if you want to make dresses, as your tour guide says, one lady said she wanted. Thank you. Yes. So if I'm passing by this evening at your hotel, maybe by 6, I'll pass by with some fabrics. If you already have your fabric, no problem. I just can't take your measurement. Styles of your choice.